This is 180 Conversations with tens of millions of LinkedIn invites, emails going out each and every single week. What are you doing to sound different? It's all about engaging your prospects. But to engage your prospects, you're going to have to think different and you're going to have to sound different. Let's go.
Dan, let's talk about LinkedIn and some standards that we can deploy as sales professionals.
You know me, I'm not the biggest fan of social media because I feel like it's a lot of surface and a lot of people trying to show or give off the impressions that they're experts and that they're so busy and so successful. Too often, though, disingenuous and shallow. And I don't mean that for everybody on LinkedIn. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn and I do read some really good stuff, but overall it's hard. And here's the thing on LinkedIn. For our listeners, if you're using one of those companies that can pre-program your outreach on LinkedIn and your responses on how you engage people on LinkedIn, where it's all automated, okay? Here's a big no-no, and you need to stop doing it right away. If someone accepts your invitation to connect on LinkedIn, please do not manually or through automation immediately that day, the next day, or 48 hours, solicit that person for a sales conversation so that you can sell your offering. Don't do it. It's so disingenuous. Don't come off so needy and so transactional and salesy. If someone accepts the invite, let it go for 2 weeks or longer. I mean, truth be told, if someone accepts your invite, do not solicit them. Give yourself a couple months to send them either a white paper, an article that you wrote, a video that might help their business, a video that might explain your expertise. Give to them for a while before you come back to them and ask them for their time. That will separate you. I can't tell you, Kylie, how many LinkedIn invites that I get where the second I accept the connection, within an hour or that day, they'll be soliciting me for a conversation.
Yeah, I've started declining invites if I can tell that they're targeting me as a prospect. Just because I don't even want the clutter in my inbox.
Go to their LinkedIn page. Take the time to do it. Stop the automation. Go to the individual's page. Find out more about them. If they write stuff, read their articles. If they post, read the posts. Take your time, show an interest in that person. You are far more likely to get the appointment if you slow down the cadence and you spend the time to take an interest in what that person might be sharing, out there in the social media world.
Dan, what are some of the LinkedIn high performance standards that you would suggest?
The first thing I would suggest is take the time to research the person you're sending a LinkedIn to. Take the extra time. If they post on LinkedIn, take an interest in it. If they have content of any kind out there, make sure you watch it, you read it. Take the interest in what the person has to share on their LinkedIn, number one. Number two, change your cadence, whether manual or automated. Do not come back to someone within a couple days and solicit them out of the gate once they accept your invite. Give it a couple weeks. Give it a month or two. Show this person that you have substance and that you're not just looking for a transaction. Because that's how it feels when you reach out to someone right away after they've accepted your connection.
Dan, what do you mean by transactional?
Well, as we've said before, your inputs on how you approach your connectivity through email or LinkedIn, that represents your brand. And if you're taking an approach where you are soliciting someone once they accept your LinkedIn invite, it's a very transactional way to approach someone. And it tells that prospect a lot about you. and it gives them that transactional feel. Now, if you're in a business and you don't mind being transactional and you've got it in your head that that's the way your business works, that's fine. But if you're in a business that you know you represent a complicated sale, you're in a solution-based, service-based type of industry, that quick approach is going to hurt your brand.
A lot of times these messages that come to us, rapid fire over the course of every two days, let's say, are powered by technology that can automate a lot of this LinkedIn outreach process. Dan, what are your thoughts on this type of technology and automation in general when it comes to outreach?
I think it's misused 90% of the time. I think setting up your outreach and automating it can have some value, but not if the cadence is quick, transactional, and surface level. It's like annoy and destroy. All you're going to do is annoy the crap out of the recipient, and then you're going to destroy your own credibility. So if you're using automation, I would rethink it. Otherwise, once again, you're going to go through the process of annoying and destroying, and you're the one that's going to end up getting frustrated.
We've got a special offer for our listeners. We're launching a 6-part webinar series on prospecting in 2021. We're only taking 30 people for this series, so let us know if you're interested. You can email us at breakingsales@lapin180.com. Thanks for joining us, and tune in next time for another episode of Breaking Sales.